Can you answer it?
Yeah.
That's a boss theme tune.
Well, the whole point is for us to just basically just to hang. It's an excuse to hang out.
Yeah.
Get paid to hang out. That's what we do.
Well, we're not getting paid. But
We're not getting paid. Not yet. Not yet. Depends how well this goes.
One, two.
Oh, fuck it. Hold on.
Miles Kane, welcome to the studio.
Hey, thank you for having me, mate.
The show is called Before We Talk About the Music. So before we talk about the music, I would personally like to start with you because I'm fascinated by this genuinely and always have been, is your love. I wouldn't go as far as saying obsession, but verging on obsession with Italy.
Yeah.
Where does this come from?
Well, it's so I was just chatting with my cousin. I was about 8 or something. I mean, Mum is like a massive Al Pacino fan. Like as a kid, there was a picture of Al Pacino on our fridge. Like, you know what I mean?
What period of Al Pacino was on your mum's fridge?
What are we talking there? He had a beard, so it was
vibes.
Yeah, a bit later. It wasn't like Scarface Pacino.
Yeah, he was long hair, a bit more rugged.
It could have even been later.
That was like a set of a woman.
Hey, whoa.
Uh-oh, we struck a chord.
My mum, are you not having Scent of a Woman?
I love Scent of a Woman.
Hoo-ha! Scent of a Woman. My mum played me that as well.
My mum was obsessed with that film too. Who was the rest of the cast?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Who cares?
So I had this sort of that look of a man or something was like it was sort of engraved in me.
That's how I would describe you.
Well,
somebody says, "What does Miles Kane look like?"
Something like it had an influence on me early age, and I got drawn in by it. And then when I was like getting into football and stuff like that, it was that World Cup in particular. I think it was 94.
94. That was heartbreaking. Don't bring up Badger in 94.
No, I know, but it was the first time I'd seen players or people with a bit of flair, and the fact Badger had that, you know, the ponytail and that, which later on I realised because he got mad into like Buddhism and stuff like that. But it was the first time I'd seen that, like sort of flair and that it's sexy, you know what I mean? Maldini, these good-looking fellas that were cool and had the long hair, and I think it was because my cousin James was saying he said like, when we'd all play out as kids, everyone would have Liverpool kit on. He goes, "You turn up in the Italian kit," and we were like,
love that.
What's he doing? He's 8. Why is he on this Italian obsession at 8? And it's true, man. I've still got them tops in my mum's.
It's funny because the first football kit I ever owned was a Liverpool kit.
Was it?
Yeah,
so
we
were like the
weird
same.
switch.
You were like the weird kinky kid.
I was like the weird kid in it because Bruce Grobbler kind of looked like my dad.
Right, yeah.
He's the only other guy I'd ever seen with a mustache. So I remember being kind of obsessed with it.
But if we had them tops on now, like that type.
That's what we should have done.
Yeah, we should have done.
Come prepared. Worn those tops.
I had a fantasy. I was like, should I turn up in a full Italian kit with like socks and shorts?
I was
That
expecting...
would have been fucking... I kind of wish I'd done
I don't
that.
know about socks and shorts, but I was definitely expecting an Italian kit.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but yeah, the full kit would have
Quite
been
good, you clattering down the station platform and starting
slipping
on your
with an
cleats.
umbrella. A bit Pink Panther, that.
I was like, how's that happening?
Can we go, you give us some more reverb, and can you get us a bit of slap back? More fuzz, Shay. You know what I mean? It's just that kind of shit,
Simple as
innit?
that.
Killer.
Simple as that. That's the thing that's gonna go viral. I think absolutely.
Was that cool? I was just making it.
That's awesome.
Can we have 5 more minutes of this?
So when at that time, without this feeling like this is your life, but when did the
I quite
kid,
like
when
this
did the
bit.
8-year-old kid wearing the Italian football jersey pick up a guitar
Pick up a
and say,
guitar would have been. My cousin had a guitar, so my cousins are in the band The Coral. So the singer.
I didn't know that.
Is our James.
I
Yeah.
love The Coral.
Yeah, they're amazing. He just produced my new album.
Oh, wicked.
Skelly. Yeah,
James
Skelly. So
Skelly.
James and Ian, the drummer and the singer, and my cousins. So they had.
What's your cousins on whose side?
It's my mum. Is their dad's mum and brother and sister.
Their dad is your mum's brother.
That's it. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. I always get that
I'm still
bit
confused.
backwards. I'm like,
still
well,
confused.
my brother's dad there, over there somewhere.
So that was
And
the
so
first.
that was they. So they sort of had guitars. And my other cousin Stephen, who's now like a DJ, and like we were sort of quite close. We were really close as kids. Like lived around the corner, and he had a guitar. And I was obsessed with it when my mum was at work or whatever, and I'd go round there. My auntie'd look after me. I was obsessed. He had this little Spanish 3/4 length guitar, and an Oasis chord book, or maybe that was the Oasis chord book came later. Anyway, I was 12 when my auntie got me the same little acoustic
Guitar.
for Christmas. 12, 13, I think.
But so getting that guitar, playing.
Oh yeah,
it,
so that
how does that give you what gave you
and.
the guts, the courage to be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this? Did the choral happen before?
So when I was about 15 or 14, I can't remember. I went to go and see them in the Picket in Liverpool, and it was the first time. That was when I started going to gigs, loving going to live gigs, and it was the first time I saw my cousin R. James and Ian being rock stars, because
Yeah.
they were wild, and R. James would be like giving it someone, he'd be spitting on the stage, and had
you never seen that
I
side of
hadn't
him?
seen that side of them, do you know what I mean? And we were in this little like club that's like this sort of size, and I was like, wow, this is like fascinating, and it sort of, I guess that sort of spurred me on. Probably didn't realise it for maybe a couple of years later, but I was like, oh, I want to do that, and I just started. I just wanted to be a guitarist at first, because I didn't have confidence to sing at all. I was really shy to sing. I was quite a shy kid, to be honest. But I just wanted to be a guitarist. But then when I sort of got half decent at that, and I joined the band and I do backing vocals, when I stood at the mic, I was like,
I could get used to
I like
this.
this feeling here. But I'd be miming backing vocals and Little Flames because I was so nervous.
But still felt.
Eva, we had this amazing girl singer, and Matt. So me and my mates joined. That was like my first proper band.
Yeah.
And I'd be so like I'd be giving it some, but I'd be like, like hardly singing for like the first couple of gigs. So I was nervous.
that's where you
but I
got
was
the
giving
taste.
I was
You got the
giving
taste.
I was giving it the big one.
You're feeling, do you let it get to your
Get Spitfire on this.
You need fucking big wind section too, though. I do it for love.
Yeah, for sure.
He does it for I do, baby, I do. Only love. Oh, that's sick.
That's mega.
How often have you written together?
Only once.
If you take that in the context of a Tinder date, right, a writing
Swipe
session,
left.
Yeah.
what, in terms of bringing egos into the room, bringing what you know about each other?
Well, it just felt, like, I don't know. It was just comfy. It was like this. You know what I mean, I don't feel like on edge or anxious sat here. Do you know what I mean? And I think it was like that when we were with Jamie was doing it with us. We were all around the piano. I was dicking about with that picking thing on A minor or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just felt cool, didn't it? And we did a tune in a day. Probably like need to finish that, and hopefully it'll see the light of day one day.
No,
well, it's pretty finished, but you know.
I think it's
shit or whatever.
going back to the football, and it's fun. Like if you play with great players, you get better. You know,
Yeah.
There's nothing more fun than being on the pitch, whether it's training or in a match. The songwriting, I think, is more like training. Performing live is the match, where I always think songwriting is digging for treasure. Performing is showing everybody what you found. You know what I mean? Like, look at what we got. But in that digging moment, which is training, and you're trying to figure out who can play where and what, when people can play, it's fun. It should not be fun.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by some people who like don't like to co-write, or because if I'm honest, and I don't know if you feel the same, like early on, the idea of there was nothing more that could piss me off than somebody saying you should write with other people.
Yeah, I had an
infuriate me.
insecurity about it, to
Totally.
be honest, and I felt sort of.
Yeah, that's what I'm driving at. Is where
Yeah, no,
how do you
I think
put the
I used to
insecurity
feel
away?
like, you'd feel, wouldn't you, like.
What, I'm not good enough?
Yeah, you would. I know nothing's ever gonna be good, but like, I definitely used to think that, and I think it's just maybe you sort of, you know, you weren't as comfortable as in yourself or something, so you felt it made you
Challenged,
weak, or it
yeah,
felt
yeah.
you know, you weren't real or whatever. But I don't give a fuck about that anymore.
Just picking up on that, I don't know if you remember when we wrote that tune.
Yeah,
That's
Go on.
exactly what we were speaking about. Because, you know, writing sessions you do 20 or 30, and you might get 2 where you feel like you've really found something.
Yeah.
And we just thought, you know, like, let's just write a tune about how much sometimes
Yeah.
writing sessions can
Yeah.
suck the life out of you. And we
Yeah,
said,
you know, I
"Nothing's
think it
ever
was
gonna
like
be good
during that
enough."
time when it was like getting like there's so many songs written for the last Change the Show album around that sort of time, wasn't it? And I think it was like there was like a lot of confusion with like label management, and it was all just going around the houses a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was like, and you wrote about 30 tunes, and I was like, you get to a point, didn't you? I think that was like, then that's what came out of that. So it's almost like a frustration, because then you're like second guessing yourself,
Totally,
and
yeah.
you know, you're like, oh, but I thought that was amazing. Do you know what I mean? In my head, it's
And
quite
then
bad.
what you
and
do-
then it goes, and a year goes by, and then everyone's like, oh, I love that tune. I'm like, I sent you that a year ago. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Anyway, but you know what it's like. That's a bit what it's like, innit? But
That is exactly what it's like. And it takes, I think, if only you could show up with experience, you know?
Yeah.
Life in general, because you
Yeah.
do realize with experience that, well, what conflicts, I think, especially in the creative process, is if you've done something you like, nobody reacts. So you do something else which is okay, everybody reacts. So then your barometer of what's good or bad starts becoming what gets a reaction.
Yeah.
And that becomes really, I find, sometimes polluting to actually your creative truth, what you're trying to, what
Yeah,
you
'cause
really
you
like to do.
start getting
Because you
bit-
start trying to please.
You do,
almost.
don't you?
And
Yeah,
you dilute.
I've definitely been
and you can
there.
dilute. You can become, I hate the expression, but you can find that middle of the road thing where you're not happy, they're not happy, but everybody's kind of okay with it.
yeah,
And
it's just
then you're
kind
sort
of
of
like,
like,
it's a bit non, innit, or something that.
Because I never think of myself as a musician. I like to think of myself as musical. Like I like to use music. But you're a musician.
No, I
as well
don't
as
think
music.
so, you see. You're better than me, technically, like.
On what? The guitar?
I reckon so. When he was on the piano, he was like Beethoven writing. Like I was like, yeah, I need a chorus, and he went, like he had a cape on, chorus. Like, what's going on here? I was like trying to be Lennon, sat over this like A man, like, I don't know what you need. And then you were like, I was like, fuck off, I'm having that. Play that amazing tune that we wrote. Yeah, turn it up.
I forgot about this, man.
Wish that I had someone to tell all these things I've done. Did them for love.
Yeah.
Did them for love.
This is fucking tune.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that chorus change.
Yeah.
Wished it all from the very start. Led by the rules, led my part. I had to lose, but I still choose to do it for love.
Bosh.
Yes, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe it? Oh,
Turn it up a bit, Jack.
feel it? Do you let it get to your heart? 'Cause I can't help but do it for love. When all is said and
This is a fucking banger.
do it for
I'm going to ask you live. Do you like live? Not do you like live performing live? Do you like the story, the lifestyle that comes with live? If you see what I mean.
You mean-
touring, essentially.
I do actually. You know.
But there's a
Yeah, I was just thinking the last time when you're on the bus and it's like, there's your band and your crew. It's like 14 of you.
Yeah. How do you take that all?
Yeah. It's quite a lot.
It's a sensitive subject.
But you get used to it. Yeah, you get in it. It's just like.
Because it gets glamorized, I think.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, it depends what level you're at in it.
That's
you
very
know,
true
I
as
mean,
well.
it's like if you're on the bus on your own or with the band and the crew separate. I think that's like there's definitely a luxury in that. And even being a luxury if it's you're all together, the crew and that. I've experienced both things, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But even that's a luxury. You know what I mean? It's better than like it's a bit of a first world problem. But it's definitely not as like glamorous as what you think, you know what I mean? And like,
That's the first time you get.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
tour
I
bus,
was like-
from the vans to the tour bus.
and then when I had the room,
Yeah.
you know, and I have
the artist bus.
But then I felt like I've got to stop that now because I'm with the band and the crew. It's like a bit of a cunt move, you know what I mean? It's like you've got half a bus to yourself.
Yeah, and you can't complain.
Yeah,
Like,
but I was complaining because the big TV was rocking, you know. It's like, and I was like, this is like horrendous, you know what I mean? It's like, I was a double bed, and I was like, I didn't sleep a wink. It's so fucking bumpy in it, and the engine.
because
and
you're above the engine. You're above the engine in
and
the
that
back
bloody
row.
TV, that 50-inch TV keeps rocking. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? I'm in a bunk like this.
This all sounds crazy to people that don't tour.
Well, I was going to say, this is like officers talking, but I think it'd be quite good to get the NCOs
Opinion.
to get the sergeant's opinion on.
Because you're in the bunk while he's spread butt naked in his double bed.
I've experienced both sides because.
Go on, you go in.
he has slept with me. He has slept with me. He has slept with me.
I'm not with you as such, but. Anyway.
This is good. Class warfare.
Class warfare. I like this. He even went to sit on that sofa. He didn't sit next to me before talking
Well,
shit.
it's like I'm like the new guy, it's like jump shit.
He's the guy that doesn't
Jamie,
want to
get
have a
over here,
special
Jamie.
He said it was a cunt move. I like this guy.
Yeah, he's like jumping in on that cunt shout.
Like, yeah, it is a
Time
cunt
to call
move.
you a cunt.
I'm with you.
Years I've
It
wanted
is
to
a
call
cunt
you a
move.
cunt.
It is such a cunt move. That's the only reason I do it, because it is a cunt
No,
move.
mate, same.
I need to retain some authority. That's my only chance. I can't do it with the instruments, so I have to do it with my bed. So when you're static, when you arrive to a venue, there is nothing like having your room on the bus. That to me is the ultimate luxury. Being able to go somewhere where I can call home, FaceTime my wife, FaceTime my kids, watch a movie, play guitar, sleep, whatever.
But we
it
need
is.
it for the show because your voice suffers if you don't do that.
Have you struggled with your voice on tour? Have you had problems with it?
I have in the past, but touch wood, you know what I mean? It's been all right lately. I definitely have. I definitely have, and I think on some tunes, like on like the gnarly ones, like I've dropped the key. I think on a couple, like from the recordings, because I'm still ripping it, but it's different when you're ripping your vocal in the studio, innit?
for sure.
Because it's like you can. It's I love my voice when it's ripping. Do you know what I mean? It's like at the top, but you know, when you're doing a studio, you can have a little break, can't you, halfway through or something.
And
That's
it's
like,
all right if you're knackered the next day. You can. Kind
yeah, you know, but I
expend
think
that charge
on
and-
certain tunes, you've got to be sort of sensible. Without that doesn't sound sexy, like, but just you're still having it, but it's just not as you can't recreate it always as it is in the studio, like, can you?
The other thing from our point of view that we can do that makes a difference is, and it's the audio team as well, because what Jack hears when he sings affects the way he sings and affects how much he rags his voice. So and you're always trying to get your vocal sound right
To a certain thing.
in your ears so that you're not having to.
Do you have that? Do you have?
I haven't been using
What's your
it in
sound?
years.
You don't use
I
it?
used to, but I don't like the way they look.
You don't like the way they look.
Amazing.
I like how
So
you
I-
sacrifice that.
Yeah, so I've sacrificed, like the quality of my gig, but there's something. So I'm on monitors. I have been for a.
But then again, you are. But you're also your sound of your guitar as well as your singing.
It is
it
so much
defines
better
who
with the
you are.
in-ears, and maybe I may dabble again, but I don't know. There's something about like the gnarliness of and I like
for sure.
feel it.
Being really surrounded by.
You know what I
in
mean?
the
Even though it
sound.
sounds awful, it's like loud chaos, but I like the loud chaos.
You can
know.
feel sort of separate from the music, can't you?
Or when I did have the in-ears, I'll have the crowd dead loud.
Yeah.
You know, like the atmosphere.
I always.
Yeah, as well. I thought like one stage was like, is my monitor guy like got a fake crowd in it? Sounds like Wembley, playing to 500 people. It's like Champions League final coming in like.
More reverb on your voice, no, on the crowd.
What a space echo on the crowd. Dave, row 4.
I know some people do that. I've heard that.
Am I all right here?
Yeah,
great.
It looks cool. You guys are working.
Let's go with you lot. I mean, I'm basically focused on Shannon's shoulders.
Boss, if he was playing PlayStation, wasn't it?
He's gaming.
Tekken.
That's old school. Tekken 2.
Here we go. Miles Kane, what are you performing for us?
Don't forget who you are.
I won't.
Yeah, I'm having this. Yeah, come on. Yeah, go on, mate. Do you want to count us in? I'm a bit wonky, aren't I? The finest clothes that you can find, dressed in my coats, I'm feeling fine. I wanna shine. I'll shine so hard, I'll stand apart. These foolish ways, I know my place. My time is now, my time is now. Although we're tongue-tied and breathless, we won't let our worries dictate who we are. So let's throw out the old doubt. We won't let our worries dictate who we are. La la la, la 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 la. Don't forget who you are. Hey. Don't build me up, make up your mind. Now keep the faith, 'cause I'm keeping the faith. And I like your style, you make me smile. Although we're tongue-tied and breathless, we won't let our worries dictate who we are. So let's throw out the old doubt. We won't let our worries dictate who we are. La la la, la 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 la. Don't forget who you are. Well, darling, close your eyes and wish for more. Away in our dreams till we're ready for more. When we're tongue-tied and breathless, we won't let our worries dictate who we are. So let's throw out the old doubt. We won't let our worries dictate who we are. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Don't forget who you are. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Don't forget who you are. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Don't forget who you are. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Come on!
That was fucking great.
That'll do, won't it?
Well done. Fucking great.
Yeah. Boss that.
That's fucking great.
I'm happy with that. Are you
Killer.
happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, guys. That was great.
Boss. That's a boss theme tune. Boss. Yeah. That's how you do it, kids.